Hey everybody, it's Aholecop. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a while. I got some things to bring you up to date on. So when we last spoke, I was having surgery. I didn't mention what it was, so here it is. It is hyperparathyroidism. Anyway, what it is your thyroid's in your neck. There's some glands behind it. They're the parathyroids. One or maybe two of mine aren't doing what they're supposed to, so it's affecting me. It's messing the calcium up in my blood. It's making me moody. It's making me odd and off a little bit. The only symptom of this thing that I don't have are, thank goodness, kidney stones. So I'm trying to get this done before that happens. Long story short, I went to this doctor. He was very arrogant, very cocksure of himself, said, this is nothing. It'll be 15, 20 minutes. We'll get you in and out, and the recovery will be you'll be 3 hours in recovery and you'll be walking out the door. Okay, well 5 hours later I wake up in the hospital and apparently couldn't get it because I'm of the small majority of people where my parathyroids are down into my chest. So all I ended up with was this scar, and now I got to start all over again, except now I have to go to a specialist in New York to get a special scan that only they do in New York, and then I got to find a specialist doctor out there to start this all over again. So all my travel plans so far for the summer are pretty much shot. So that's as far as my health goes, so I'll keep you up to date on that. Now, the bigger question some people are asking me is, where have I been for the last few weeks? Well, I have an old high school friend, and we've become very close over the last few months. They were kind enough to let me stay with them at their house in another state while I was recovering. Apparently, I overstayed my welcome a little bit. These things happen, and well, I ended up coming back to New Jersey a little bit sooner than I thought I would. I don't have to be in New York to get this thing started all over again until August 24th. I was planning to be where I was at until August 24th, but things happen. This person was very nice to me when they didn't have to be, and they were talking to me when nobody else was, so I can't say anything negative about them. I had a good time, and I still consider them a friend. But enough of that. Let's get on the motorcycle. I haven't ridden about a month, so let's go get something to eat. See you on the road. I can't tell you how good it is to be back here in New Jersey. We get spoiled up here in the Northeast. I know there's a lot of New Jersey haters out there, but I got to tell you, if you spend any time anywhere else, you'll value New Jersey a whole lot more. So, without telling you where I was staying, I was in the South, the deep South, and the temperatures every day were triple digits. I mean, it was terrible. I said I wasn't riding my motorcycle. I drove down in my car because I took my dogs with me, and I have a small Honda CR-V, and it doesn't have the towing capacity to tow the motorcycle. So the plan was, had things worked out, when I came back up for my surgery at the end of summer, I was going to ride the Harley back down, even though the Goldwing would probably be better for the climate down there. Where I was staying, there was a local Harley Davidson dealer, so my plan was to join the local Harley chapter and find some places to ride, because this particular area that I was staying in, it was very congested and the traffic was awful. I mean, it was convenient because you could have everything you need within a 4-mile ride, but those 4 miles would take you 45 minutes to drive it. The traffic was so bad. I mean, I lived in Florida for a few years, and I thought Sarasota had bad traffic in tourist season. It was nothing compared to the way this was on a daily basis there. So, needless to say, my bicycling suffered too. I mean, I struggled to ride 30 miles. Anybody that knows me knows, especially in the summer like this, I'm riding 60, 70 miles a day. I mean, that's my happy place. So I was out there, I was riding like 10 miles an hour. It was so bad, and I was whipped by the time I was done. I ended up buying a trainer from a bicycle shop, and I would set the trainer up in my friend's house, and days where I just couldn't do it, I would ride the trainer for a few hours to try to get, trying to get some exercise in. But yeah, man, I thought I was ready for that climate down there, being, riding so much up here, but no way, I was nowhere near ready for it. It was a bit of a culture shock. So, but again, things didn't work out, and I'm back here in Jersey. And when I left my house this morning, it was like 68. but it was very humid. It was like an autumn day. I felt so good riding. The fog actually felt like one of those mist machines you see in like Las Vegas, where you're eating and it's hot out and they mist you with that cool water. It makes it, that's what it was like riding this morning. I felt so good. I rode like 42 miles before I even had to stop for a coffee break. I felt so good. I got a 71, 72 in it, and I felt great. So yeah, if I ever think about leaving Jersey again, I'm gonna watch this video and be like, remember, stupid, don't leave. You hate it everywhere else. That's not true. I do like to visit. So I'm gonna go get something to eat, and then I'm gonna tell you about my travel plans, because I have some ideas cooking in my head, and I'll let you know what I got going on. See you in a minute. So, let's eat. Oh my God. So good. It doesn't even matter where I got this. I haven't had good pizza in weeks. I mean, you're from New Jersey, nobody else has good pizza. Maybe New York, but that's it. So, no matter where I got this, it was better than what I was getting, and I'm starving. Cheers. So, travel plans. I kept the time that I had reserved for my dogs to be in a kennel, because that's the biggest problem with having dogs and traveling, is finding a place to keep them. I had to book it months and months in advance, because of course everybody goes in August, so finding a place to keep my dogs is a problem. But I had the time for Sturgis there, just in case. I don't know if I'm going to Sturgis. I don't know if I'll be able to get a room. I did a quick Google search last night. I didn't really do an in-depth investigation into it, but there looked like there were some motels available. They were a little overpriced, as it is in that time of the year. So I'm gonna check further and see if I can get some time out there. And I might go. And if I go, I'm taking a Harley. Now I got to do some work to the Harley. It's getting close to its service time when I need it done. I'm gonna do some I ordered some shocks for it. I got to do the rear shocks, because that air ride system in the Harley's crap. I know a lot of people like them, but you know, I got spoiled on Golden Wing. I needed to ride better. But I got to do a service on it. I got to do tires on it. I'll have that done so I can take it, because I want to do some traveling on that. So maybe if I don't go to Sturgis during that time, I'm going out west definitely. And I'm thinking about doing a weekend someplace close by. I might put the trailer on the Gold Wing and take all my stuff and go out and do like a weekend camp trip before then. So I'm gonna look and see if I can find a place closer by. And more importantly, I gotta find a place that'll find my dogs. So stay tuned for that. I'll keep you posted on that. I ordered the shocks, like I said, for the Harley, so I might do a little install video on that. So stick around, that ought to be fun. Otherwise, what else do I got? I was hoping to do a bicycle camping video. There's camping at Sandy Hook. It's a park here in New Jersey. I was gonna ride my bike up there. It's a 100-mile ride. I was gonna ride up there and camp and put a video on that, but there's no spots out there available until like September. So I'm gonna see if I can get in there, maybe do one of those. So that ought to be interesting. That'd be fun. So stick around for that. I'm gonna finish eating my pizza, and then I'm gonna wrap this thing up. See you down the road. All right, guys, thanks for following until the end if you're still here. If you subscribe, thank you. Remember, like and follow and share. And if it's your first time here and you like what you see, like, subscribe, follow. Look me up on all social media. I'm Aholecop. I post stuff all the time. One more thing I want to cover before I end the video is, yes, only because I got asked this a couple times on Instagram. Yes, there are 2 Aholecop channels. This is the Aholecop original one that I've had since forever. And at some point, I guess, I couldn't get into the site and I had to create another one, and that's where the Aholecop 5547 comes in. I promote that one more because it gets more traffic, it gets more likes, I got more subscriptions on it, and you know, that's the way this YouTube thing works. That's the one I make all the fancy thumbnails for. So if you're a member of one and the other, and you know you want to switch, it doesn't matter either way, because I post on both of them, but that's why they're just a little bit different, in case you were wondering. Thanks again for stopping in. Next week, hopefully I'll have the shocks in and Harley, and we'll do that, and I always do things ass backwards, so that should be fun too. I will see you next time. Thanks again for stopping by.